How many queens have you managed to have in a single game? In this particular game, I managed to get 3 queens, and without further ado, let's see the game. My opponent was around 2100 players, in Blitz of course, and he started the game with his d4 move, knight to f6, c4, g6, knight f3, bishop g7, everything is very normal, and after knight to c3, black have to decide if he will go on Greenfield or King's Indian defense, and with the d5 move he went on Greenfield. Then now we have bishop to g5, the Taimano variation, and the normal reply here is to put the knight on e4, put some pressure on bishop and control or defend this pawn with tactical tricks. And now he went back. For example, if he capture here the pawn like this way, it's an easy way to lose a piece, because we can capture here the bishop, and after this recapture we have this double attack, and this is very nice because black now will win material. For that reason, it's not advisable to capture the pawn, and all players play this. This is the most popular move. Now we can capture here, b takes e3, d takes c4, e3, and now I didn't play the best move. We have plenty of good options here, but I went here on d5. In any case, I try to protect the pawn, but it's a little difficult to protect this pawn forever. There are ideas that white can get it back. In any case, he played this bishop to e2, c6, short castling, b5, and now step by step white played little passively, and white have this pawn, have protect this pawn on c4, and we are in Slav defense system, because black managed to protect this pawn and so consolidate his queenside structure. Now we have a4, bishop to b7, because he have some threats. We would like to protect everything here. Knight e1, and I played the prophylactic move, remove the queen from this dangerous diagonal. Now we have bishop to f3, a6, bishop g3, short castling, and now white have compensation for this pawn, and mainly he would like to play something like e4 and try to do something in the king side, right? But he played this move a5, and this is a mistake, because by this move he frees black's hand, because now black can develop very easily his pieces, and we don't have any pressure against this pawn structure. So I played this move, queen c1, because the queen hammers or didn't allow knight to develop on d7, no, so this is a normal move. Now we have e4, e6, try to control the center, e5, this is not very good as well, because his bishop from g3 is closed now, and mainly white would like to do this move, d5. Probably a better way is to play something like knight c2, knight e3, and then try to make this break on d5. And similarly, the pawn on a5 helps, because at sometimes he can capture here on d5. But he didn't play like that. He played this e5 move. Now we have knight to d7, knight c2, and of course black is just in time to strike in the center. And I did it with this c5 typical move. Knight to e3, c takes b4, c takes d4, rook d8, and now I'm trying to create tactical problems, because the rook is opposite to the queen, and maybe I can jump on c5 at some point, and this is good for me. So he captured here. Another possible way is to play this move. I didn't correctly see it during the game, but I have this very strong reply. Knight takes e5, and after bishop takes b7, queen takes b7, rook takes d8, rook takes d8, and black is ahead in development, and the material is equal at the moment, but this pawn on d4 is a real weakness, because black can remove the knight on c6 and can attack this pawn later with the bishop, the knight, and the rook. So white will lose more material. But during the game he just captured here. I capture with the queen g4, and it's a little difficult to create something in the king side now, because black have a very solid structure there, and it's difficult to open lines. And I played this move, knight to f8, to protect everything very solidly. Rook a d1, rook d7, h4, h5, try to keep everything close. queen g5, knight h7, he went back on f4, and now it's a little question for you, what are you going to do here with black? And I have two passed pawns, right? I can start pushing them. For that reason I played the rook on c8 in order to start pushing these pawns. Of course, rook d8 is another very logical move to put more pressure on d4. But I played this one, rook b1 and b4. You can see that black's pawns are rolling and white doesn't have anything now because he doesn't manage to create any counterplay in the queen side. First, with this move a5, he blocked all his active play. In the king side, he exchanged the wrong pieces and pushed the pawns not in a good way. And now black have these two powerful pawns, and his way is very easy because we stabilize the position, and now these pawns will start rolling. And he went crazy. Now he played this move d5. Of course, I captured this. He played e6, tried to create something. I captured that pawn as well. Knight to g4, another very crazy attempt. I capture this knight as well, and my opponent, I reply again, I say again that his elo point is close to 2100. It's not an amateur. He captured here on g4, and now I went knight to f8, the best defender, closer to the king, and now he's protecting everything. h5, tried to open lines, but I already protect this 7th rank very well. Now I capture on g5, queen g5, b3, continue pushing the pawns and see how beautifully these pawns and bishop are coordinated. So bishop e5, c3, continue with the plan, rook b, d1, c2, rook d3, preparing the rook lift, and now we have b2, and these pawns are really powerful. Rook h3, and I created a new queen. I don't care if he captured this queen because I can recapture with the pawn and create a new queen. And if I exchange some pieces, his attacking possibilities will reduce, and of course he will have some back rank problems because his king will not be safe. He captured here on h7, and here it's another question for you. What are you going to do here with black? And he doesn't threaten anything really, but you can sacrifice here the queen, and after this normally recapture, he didn't capture that, I can create a new queen. Now I'm attacking the king, and you can see that the queen is keeping an eye here on the king side. This is a very nice defensive position. For example, after king e2, we can give a check here, rook e3, and the most practical way is to capture this rook. We have a lot of extra queens and we can win the game very easily. Of course, we can deliver a checkmate here, rook c2, rook e1, king e1, queen b1, queen d1, for example, and now we have another amazing move. It's checkmate in two moves. Can you find it? And the checkmate is in this way, queen takes c2, we have a lot of queens, for that reason we can sacrifice some of them, and after queen takes b1 we can deliver this checkmate from the other side of the board. But in any case, the most practical decision here during the game is to capture the rook, of course, and this is totally winning position. But he didn't capture the queen, he went here on h2, he is dreaming to do something in the king side to capture the bishop, give some checks, something like that. But here I created another queen, and you can see that I have three queens in the position, and these queens are active, especially this queen on b1 is protecting this important diagonal, and it's difficult to do something really for white. He captured here, and I didn't recapture immediately the bishop, but first I give this check because the king went on g3, and now I give this final check on queen 7 to b3. This is a check, and the idea is to go in a not very good position. For example, if he played something like that, I can capture the bishop now with check, and for example after this I can give another check, and all of black pieces are participating in the attack. I have three queens, two rooks, and maybe the knight, and of course black's threats are decisive. After this we can capture the rook, again the same technique. If you have a lot of queens you can sacrifice some of them, and after g takes h3 we have a lot of ways to give a checkmate in one move. One of them, of course you can find all, we have 4 different ways to checkmate in one move, but one of them is this Queen B to E1. I hope you enjoyed this video. I wish you good luck with your games, and if you manage ever to create more queens in a single game, you can post it in the comments below. Thank you very much and all the best.
So, why you should become a member? This is an amazing opportunity to you to support the channel and gain access to exclusive perks. Well, it's not just about supporting the channel, it's about becoming part of the exclusive community. You'll be helping me to continue creating the content you love, and in return you get some fantastic benefits. We have 3 membership levels, tolerated fit everyone needs: the gold, the diamond and the platinum. Join as a member is a great way to interact with me directly. You will get loyalty badges next to your name in comments, access to custom emojis and special discounts. I prioritize replies to members. Access exclusive videos available only for members to enhance your chess skills. The time to improve is now. On the platinum membership plan, you will get a chess course for free. So, what you are waiting for? Click the join button to become a member today. Let's take this journey together to the next level and unlock these amazing perks.